Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. Today is April 6th, and this video is going out Sunday, April 6th. Welcome back. If you guys didn't notice, I got a new coffee table. It's a Lulu and Georgia coffee table, and I thought this was the perfect opportunity to give you guys some tips on how to style your coffee table. Now, I've done a video like this before, but I want to actually do it again. Because if you thought that styling your coffee table was an insignificant detail, you're wrong, okay? It's not. It's very important, and it really can make or break a room. So we're gonna go over it. I'm gonna tell you my 10 go-tos for styling a coffee table. So let's do it. I thought maybe I should be on the floor giving you guys these tips. So let's go over all the things you need to style your coffee table. Number one, you want to pick a color scheme. My color scheme is cream, pink, whites, maybe a little bit of blue, browns. So I'm going neutral with pink, with pops of pink and blue. You can tell like those are some of my favorite colors to work with. But you choose what works for you. I would suggest going with a color scheme that you already have in your living room so that everything just ties together. So come up with a color scheme and try to live in that and try not to go too much outside of that. It's just gonna make everything look cohesive. And this doesn't have to be something that you follow to the exact T, but just for the most part, you wanna stick within this scheme. It's gonna make the table look unified and the whole entire room look unified. There's not much else to say about that. So let's go on to number two. Number two, you want to get a tray to anchor the decor on your space. Now, you're going to have, if you have a big enough coffee table, you're probably going to have other areas where you don't have a tray. If you want to get 2 trays, you can. If you just want one, that's fine too. Get at least 1 tray for your coffee table so that your smaller decor pieces have like an anchored space and it's almost like broken into sections. I'll show you a coffee table without a tray, and I'll show you one with a tray. You tell me in the comments which one you think looks better. Honestly, if you think the one without the tray looks better, then hey, go for it. But my personal opinion and what I personally like to do is to use a tray to define and anchor a part of my coffee table. Okay, so number 3, you want to layer, but you also want to vary heights and shapes when you're styling. You can do this pretty much in any styling that you do. You want to follow that rule, but especially on a coffee table because that is the center point of the room and all eyes go on that when you come in. If we're always looking at it, we want it to be visually interesting. And that is what varying heights and shapes does. It just kind of gives you a balanced feel when you're looking at the space. So create balance by varying the different heights. It looks more interesting. If you have everything that's one note, one height, if everything is shaped in a circle, it just kind of throws you off a bit. So you want to mix that up, and it's going to look intentional and styled when you vary those details. So just think about that when you're shopping for your coffee table or shopping your home for your coffee table. Look at different sizes, different shapes, different textures, different heights, different widths, and that'll definitely add to the look of your table. Try it. Number 4, you want to incorporate some kind of natural element to your space. So that is anything that's maybe a wood texture or stone or marble. You could even mix it up and make something 2 for 1. Like I have a marble tray. So I've got the tray that's anchoring my space, but I also got it in a marble texture. So it's meeting both of those tick points. So get things that are natural. Flowers, it just adds to the freshness and it gives a nice light and airy feeling to the space. One of the most commonly used things for a base or to anchor the table are coffee table books. Books are a great starting point for coffee tables. It's something that almost everybody does, and for good reason, it's just worked throughout time. It also adds an interactive element, which we'll talk about a little bit about later, but books act as a base for smaller decor pieces to put on top. So definitely include 1 or 2 coffee table books in your styling. So speaking of interactive, that leads me to number 6, which is create an interactive moment on your coffee table. Some kind of activity that engages your guests. So maybe a family photo album that they can look through and learn a little bit more about you. Or I personally have a photo taking like area or station. So I have like a little bowl with a bunch of Polaroids and a Polaroid camera that I take photos with when all my guests come over. And it just is a bunch of memories stored right here on the table. And everybody that comes over looks through it. Even if people have been over and looked through it, they still do it again when they come over. I never prompt anyone to do it. They just grab the bowl and they start looking through the photos and asking questions. And it's a nice, engaging activity for people. You could also do like a chessboard. A lot of people do that. Just sit it out and nobody really knows how to play chess anymore. But again, it's like an engaging thing that you can do with your guests. So think about something that's personal to you that you could do like that. I actually would love some ideas. So if you guys have any engaging activities or engaging decor things that you could do, go ahead and put in the chat. I genuinely want to know. Number 7 is add a personal touch. So find something that tells a little bit about yourself or is maybe sentimental. It just makes the styling look intentional and authentic. So for me, that could be a baby picture that I have just laying on the table, or something that I picked up during my travels abroad, something that is sentimental. My grandmother passed down a brooch that's really pretty. It almost looks like a decor piece. So put it on display and people say, oh, what is that? You could tell them the story. Oh, this was my great-great-grandmother's brooch and it's been passed along. Here, take a look at it. Something that's sentimental, it just adds that special punch to your space. So number 8 is mixing textures and finishes. We talked about mixing different heights and shapes, but specifically I'm talking about texture. So if you have something with a pattern, a cheetah pattern with maybe like a marble over here, or something that is a mohair or a velvet, maybe something that is shiny with something that is matte. So adding that contrast by adding a variety of different textures and finishes. Number 9 is not something you hear about a lot, but it's a personal favorite of mine, and that is adding lighting to the space. So I like to add some kind of lighting source on my table. For me, that's a candle. I always have some sort of candle on my coffee table burning or there to add some ambient light in my space. You could also actually literally add like a portable light on the table as well. I've seen it done well quite a bit, and I just like the look. So that's one of my personal tips, is to add some source of light on the coffee table. And number 10, last but not least, is to leave a little bit of breathing room on the table. Think about spacing, add a couple of inches between items. Don't completely clutter up the whole table. Don't get anything too grand for the table. So just kind of think about proportions, think about the amount of stuff that you have on the table, and leave some breathing room so that the eye can rest. I don't know if you guys remember when I made my coffee table. That was like over a year ago when I was like deep in my DIY stage. not in that stage anymore. I am done with the DIYs, guys. I say that now. I'm sure we'll look back on this clip when I'm doing like a crazy DIY, but for now, I'm done with the DIYs. But I had made a coffee table. I bought a big like table, and then I added and then I took 2 IKEA balls and glued them together. I can't remember. I think I saw Lone Fox do it, but I also saw another creator on Instagram do it. If you go way back in my videos, you can find which creator that was. But it's just nice to have an actual coffee table. One that I didn't DIY, one that's super sturdy and functional. Like, you guys, I tried to move this and I cannot. When it actually got delivered and the delivery guy chipped the side when they were building it, so I actually might get a replacement, but it's gonna be the same one. But I love this table. I love the color. I think it looks just gorgeous, and I can't wait to live with it. But yeah, thanks, Lulu and Georgia. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're still trying to get to 2K. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe, because I am going to be giving away a free virtual makeover to 3 subscribers. And I'm going to do the layout for you, mood boards, shop for you, all within your budget, and give you links to products. So it's a complete virtual makeover that I'll do for any room in your home for free. We just need to get to 2,000 subscribers first. So don't forget to share it, like it, comment, and subscribe, because that will help us get to our 2K goal much, much faster. And pretty soon I will be opening up those services if you want to purchase those services outside of this giveaway that we're doing. So if you actually want those services, I'm going to be offering them for so affordable. So keep an eye out for that. I love you all so much. So I think that's it. I will see you guys next weekend. Love you. Bye.